Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak English with Confidence. I'm Jennifer, and today we have something really special. Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew exactly what you wanted to say in English? The words were right there in your head, but when the moment came to actually speak, something happened? Your heart started beating faster. Your mouth felt frozen. And you ended up saying nothing at all. I want you to know something. That is not your fault. That is not because you're bad at English. That happens because understanding English and speaking English are two completely different pathways in your brain. And most learners spend 90% of their time on understanding, reading, listening, studying grammar, and almost zero time on the physical act of speaking. Today, we're going to change that. Together. For the next 40 minutes, I'm going to guide you through a complete shadowing practice session. Shadowing is one of the most powerful techniques in language learning, used by interpreters, polyglots, and serious language learners all over the world. And the best part? You don't need a partner. You don't need a textbook. You just need your voice, your ears, and a willingness to try. By the end of this session, you will have spoken English out loud for nearly 40 minutes straight. Do you know how rare that is? Most English learners go weeks without speaking this much. But today, right now, you're going to put in the work. And I promise you, your future self will thank you. So find a comfortable, quiet place. Grab some water if you need it. Stand up if that helps you project your voice. And get ready to use your voice like never before. Let's begin. B-roll suggestion: someone walking with headphones, mouthing words, split screen animation showing ear, brain, mouth. Before we jump into practice, let me explain exactly what shadowing is and why it's different from everything else you've tried. The word shadowing comes from the idea of a shadow, something that follows closely behind. In language learning, shadowing means you listen to someone speaking and you repeat what they say almost at the same time. Not after the sentence ends. Not after you've translated it in your head. You speak right on top of the speaker's voice, like a shadow following a person. Now, you might be thinking, Jennifer, isn't that just listen and repeat? It's not. And the difference is everything. When you do traditional listen and repeat, here's what happens in your brain. You hear the sentence. You pause. You translate it to your native language. You check if you understood. You plan your response. Then you speak. That process, that pause, that translation, is exactly what makes you slow, hesitant, and unnatural when you speak English in real life. Shadowing removes that middle step. You hear English, and you speak English. No translation. No planning. No hesitation. You're training your brain to go directly from listening to speaking, the same way you speak your native language. This is why interpreters use shadowing. This is why professional language schools in Japan and Korea, where shadowing was first popularized, make their students do this for hours. Because it works. Here's what consistent shadowing practice does for you. 1. It improves your pronunciation. Your mouth physically learns how to make English sounds correctly because you're copying a native or fluent speaker in real time. 2. It builds your listening skills. You learn to hear the natural rhythm of English, the way words connect, the way sounds change when they're next to each other. 3. It develops your intonation. English is a stress-timed language. Some words are long, some are short, some are loud, some are quiet. Shadowing teaches you this music naturally, without memorizing rules. 4. It increases your speaking speed. The more you shadow at natural pace, the faster your brain processes English. 5. It builds confidence. When you've practiced speaking English out loud for 40 minutes, and you will today, walking into a real conversation feels completely different. You've already done the hard part, and here's something nobody tells you. Shadowing feels weird at first. You'll stumble. You'll miss words. You'll feel like you're not keeping up. That's normal. That's the point. The struggle is where the growth happens. So embrace the mess. Let's get into how to do this. Before we start our practice, I want to give you 5 rules for effective shadowing. Keep these in mind throughout our session. Rule 1. Don't stop. Don't pause. Keep moving. This is the most important rule. If you miss a word, skip it. If you mispronounce something, let it go. If you lose your place, jump back and on the next word you recognize. The goal is continuous speaking, not perfect speaking. Fluency comes from flow. Perfectionism is the enemy of fluency. Think of it like learning to dance. If you stop every time you step on your partner's foot, you never learn the rhythm. But if you keep moving, keep dancing, eventually your body finds the beat. Shadowing is the same. Keep moving. Rule 2. Match the rhythm, not just the words. English has a natural stress pattern. In every sentence, some words are stretched and emphasized, and other words are squeezed and rushed. For example, listen to this sentence. I'm going to the store. Now listen to how a native speaker actually says it. I'm gonna to the store. See the difference? Going to becomes gonna. To the becomes to the. When you shadow, you're not trying to pronounce every word like a robot. You're trying to match the natural rhythm, the music, of the sentence. Rule 3. Speak out loud. Full voice. Not whispering. Not mouthing the words silently. Not speaking in your head. I need you to actually use your voice. Your mouth muscles need physical practice. Your vocal cords need to feel what it's like to produce English sounds at natural speed. If you're in a place where you can't speak loudly, that's okay, but at least speak at a low, audible volume. The physical act of speaking out loud is what builds the neural pathways. Rule 4. Listen first, then shadow. For each sentence or phrase, I'll say it once so you can hear it clearly. Then we'll do it together. That's when you shadow me. Use that first listen to lock in the rhythm and the key words. Then jump in. Rule 5. Come back and practice again. Point 1 session is great. But shadowing is like going to the gym. One workout doesn't build the muscle. Come back to this video tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after. Each time, you'll notice something different. Your pronunciation will get cleaner. Your speed will increase. Your confidence will grow. Okay, 5 rules. Let's review them quickly. Don't stop, keep moving. Match the rhythm, not just the words. Speak out loud with your full voice. Listen first, then shadow along. Come back and practice again. Ready? Let's warm up. We'll start with something easy, individual words and very short phrases. This warms up your mouth and gets you into the shadowing mindset. I'll say each word once, give you a moment, then we'll do it together. Word 1. Absolutely. Together. Absolutely. Word 2. Basically. Together. Basically. Word 3. Comfortable. Together. Comfortable. Word 4. Definitely. Together. Definitely. Word 5. Especially. Word 5. Especially. Now we're going to practice 20 everyday sentences at a slightly slower pace. These are sentences you might actually use in daily life, at work, with friends, ordering food, traveling. Remember the rules. I'll say each sentence first so you can hear it. Then we'll do it together. Don't stop if you make a mistake. Keep your voice strong. Match my rhythm. Let's go. Sentence 1. I like to start my day with a cup of coffee. Now together. I like to start my day with a cup of coffee. Sentence 2. She always takes the bus to work in the morning. Together. She always takes the bus to work in the morning. Sentence 3. We're planning to visit our grandparents this weekend. Together. We're planning to visit our grandparents this weekend. Sentence 4. I need to finish this report before the meeting starts. Together. I need to finish this report before the meeting starts. Sentence 5. Could you tell me how to get to the nearest train station? Together. Could you tell me how to get to the nearest train station? Sentence 6. I've been learning English for about 2 years now. Sentence 7. That movie was way better than I expected. Together. That movie was way better than I expected. Sentence 8. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just keep talking. Together. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just keep talking. Sentence 9. I'd like to order a large coffee and a sandwich, please. Together. I'd like to order a large coffee and a sandwich, please. Sentence 10. He's been working at the same company for over 10 years. Together. He's been working at the same company for over 10 years. Pause, smile, you're doing great. Halfway through round 1. Take a quick breath. Let's continue. Sentence 11. I think we should leave early to avoid the traffic. Sentence 12. She said she'd call me back, but she never did. Together. She said she'd call me back, but she never did. Sentence 13. I'm not really in the mood to go out tonight. Together. I'm not really in the mood to go out tonight. Sentence 14. Could you speak a little slower? I'm still learning. Together. Could you speak a little slower? I'm still learning. Sentence 15. It's one of the best books I've ever read. Together. It's one of the best books I've ever read. Sentence 16. I usually wake up around 6:30 and go for a run. Together. I usually wake up around 6:30 and go for a run. Sentence 17. Do you have any recommendations for a good restaurant nearby? Together. Do you have any recommendations for a good restaurant nearby? Sentence 18. I can't believe how fast this year has gone by. Together. I can't believe how fast this year has gone by. Sentence 19. Let me know if you need any help with that. Together. Let me know if you need any help with that. Sentence 20. Thanks so much for taking the time to help me out. Together. Thanks so much for taking the time to help me out. That was 20 sentences. You just spoke English continuously for several minutes. How do you feel? A little tired? Good. That means you're working the right muscles. Let's take a quick vocabulary break, slightly slower now. Let me break down some key vocabulary and phrases from what we've practiced so far. Avoid something, to stay away from something, to not go near it. Example. We should leave early to avoid the traffic. This means we want to leave before the traffic gets bad so we don't get stuck in the mood to do something, feeling like doing something, wanting to do it. Example. I'm not really in the mood to go out tonight. This means tonight I don't feel like going out. I'd rather stay home. Way better, much better, a lot better. Way is an intensifier. Example. That movie was way better than I expected. It means it was much, much better than I thought it would be. Take your time, don't rush, go at your own speed. Example. Take your time with the report. There's no deadline. It's a polite way to say you don't need to hurry. Can't believe. To be very surprised, almost shocked. Example. I can't believe how fast this year has gone by. It expresses genuine surprise or amazement. Over 10 years, more than 10 years. Example. He's been working there for over 10 years. That means maybe 11, 12, or more years. Let me know, tell me, inform me. Example. Let me know if you need any help. This is a very common, friendly way to offer assistance. I'll be right back. I will return very soon. Example. Wait here. I'll be right back. It means I'm leaving for just a moment. Transition back to practice mode. Those are small phrases that make a big difference in how natural you sound. Now let's pick up the pace for round 2. Let's look at the natural, conversational phrases from round 2. These are the kinds of things fluent speakers say every day. At the end of the day, this means when everything is considered, or the most important point is. Example. At the end of the day, what matters most is that you keep going. It's a way to summarize the most important truth. Get used to it, to become familiar with something over time. Example. It took me a while to get used to it. This means at first it was strange or difficult, but after some time it became normal. Fair enough, a way to say, I accept your point. Or, that's reasonable. Example. Fair enough. I see your point. It's used when you don't fully agree but you accept the other person's perspective. Long story short, used when you're summarizing a long or complicated story. Example. Long story short, we took a different approach. It means to summarize a long story in just a few words. I get where you're coming from. I understand your perspective or your feelings. Example. I get where you're coming from, but hear me out. It shows empathy before you offer a different opinion. Hear me out. Listen to what I have to say before you judge. Example. Hear me out for a second. It's used when you want someone to listen to your full explanation. Trust the process. Believe that the method will work, even if you don't see results right away. Example. Trust the process and keep showing up. This is a very common motivational phrase. You know what? A conversational opener used to introduce a new thought or idea. Example. You know what? Let's just try it. It signals spontaneity or a change of mind. Beautiful. Now you know exactly what those phrases mean. Let's take it to the next level, a full conversation. This is the final challenge. I'm going to read a full paragraph at natural speed, no pauses, no breaks. Your job is to shadow me all the way through. If you stumble, catch the next word. Keep your voice going. This is where everything comes together. Here we go. First time, listen to the rhythm. One of the biggest mistakes English learners make is waiting until they feel ready. They tell themselves, I'll start speaking when my grammar is perfect. I'll start speaking when I know more vocabulary. I'll start speaking when I feel more confident. But here's what nobody tells you: you don't get ready by waiting. You get ready by doing. Every single time you open your mouth and speak English, even if it's messy, even if you make 10 mistakes in one sentence, you are building the skill. You are strengthening the connection between your brain and your mouth. And over time, maybe weeks, maybe months, something shifts. The words start coming faster. The sentences start flowing without so much effort. And one day, you're in the middle of a conversation and you realize, wait, I'm not translating anymore. I'm not panicking anymore. I'm just speaking. And that feeling? The feeling of expressing yourself freely in another language? That is confidence. That is what you've been working toward. And you are closer to it than you think. Let's take a breath and look at what we accomplished today. We started with a warm-up, single words and short phrases to wake up your speaking muscles. Then 3 full rounds. Round 1, 20 everyday sentences at a slow, clear pace, building control. Round 2, 20 conversational sentences at natural speed, building rhythm. Round 3, 2 complete dialogues, practicing the back and forth of real conversation. And we finished with a full paragraph, shadowed twice, putting everything together into continuous, flowing speech. That's nearly 50 minutes of focused speaking practice. And here's what I want you to take away from this. Confidence in English is not something you're born with. It's not a gift. It's not magic. Confidence is something you build, one sentence, one repetition, one shadowing session at a time. Every time you do this, you're laying another brick in the